Something that hasn't lost its heat? History Channel's Forged in Fire is back for another season, with blacksmiths competing to create some truly menacing weapons. If you love roaring flames and the clang of metal, we've got Blacksmithing Basics on the to-do list.
If you ever wanted to be like Wonder Woman and bend steel, here are 3 things you need to know about blacksmithing from Richard Grizz LaBrash. Let's start at the beginning, where you first learn from a pro.
Take a class, learn from an experienced smith. If you come into my shop and say, hey, I want to know how it is, I'm going to hand you a piece of metal and go into the forge and just play. Because I'd rather have you play to begin with, very tip of the bar, good job, and see how the metal moves and everything. And that's one reason to take a class, to see if you want to do this as a hobby or even be a professional smith.
Next up, taper, bend, and twist.
You need to learn the basics of moving metal. Usually I start someone with learning how to taper the bar.
Taper the bar, what does that mean?
So put a point on the end of a bar. If we're going to make a knife, we have a taper here. So we've got to learn to make this taper. We'll talk about bending is making a shape similar to this or so.
Oh, okay.
You know, it could be any shape, but basically learning how to bend it. And then the other basic item would be twisting. So taking a piece of metal and actually twisting the bar.
Finally, tools of the trade.
You can get by with 3 or 4 different tongs, 1 hammer, a small anvil. There's different hammers are shaped differently for different jobs. We also have the forge.
A forge can run you anywhere from $50 all the way to $700 or more. Or you can check for blacksmithing shops in your area to rent their space and equipment.
There's a certain passion about when you've got hot metal and a hammer in your hand, in front of an anvil, that you can take that hard, inanimate piece of material and create a knife, a scroll. You can take and bend this, and it's just it's malleable, just like Play-Doh.
Wow, okay.
It's addicting.
Forging a passion for hot steel on the to-do list.